They stole my land, built 11 homes without asking. So I brought in bulldozers and tore everything down. You call that revenge? I call it justice.
They built 11 homes on my ranch without permission. I demolished everything and sued the HOA. The sun beat down on my Wyoming ranch for 100 acres of rolling hills and stubborn sagebrush I'd poured my life into. I'm Jack Heron, 54, a man who values dirt under my nails and the freedom to live unbothered. 2 years ago, I returned from a 6-month stint working a friend's cattle drive in Montana to find my land unrecognizable. 11 houses, gleaming cookie-cutter homes with manicured lawns stood where my grazing pastures used to be. No notice, no permission, just pure gut-wrenching theft. I stormed to the county office, my boots leaving mud on their sterile floor. The clerk, Clara, a quiet woman who'd known my family for decades, slid me a file with a grimace. The HOA, Harmony Hills, a suburban blight creeping closer each year, had forged my signature, claiming eminent domain. They'd paid off a crooked surveyor and a zoning official to redraw my boundaries. My land was theirs. Karen Whitaker, the HOA's self-appointed queen, led the charge, blonde, mid-40s, with a smile that hid venom. She'd rallied her legion of clipboard warriors to civilize my ranch for the gated paradise. Rage boiled in my chest. I didn't call a lawyer. I called my cousin Rusty, a demolition contractor. By dawn, his crew rolled in, bulldozers, sledgehammers, and enough grit to level a city. We tore into those houses like a whirlwind. Drywall crumbled, windows shattered, and Karen's prized gazebo collapsed in a heap of splinters. Neighbors gaped from their lawns, filming, whispering. Karen arrived, her SUV screeching to a halt. "You barbarian!" she screamed, waving a cease and desist order. I met her gaze, sledgehammer in hand, and said, "This is my land. Get off." The standoff drew a crowd. Her lawyer, Greg, a slick city type, stepped forward, citing community rights. I laughed a bitter, jagged sound. "Community? You stole my home." Rusty kept swinging, and a wall crashed behind me. Karen's face turned purple, her voice shrill. "We'll bury you in court." I didn't flinch. But then a twist. Clara, the clerk, pushed through, clutching a crumpled letter from her bag. "Jack, I found this," she whispered. It was a memo from the HOA's lawyer admitting the forgery, but buried to avoid audits. Clara, risking a job, had smuggled it out. My heart lurched, hope, gratitude, fury. The demolition took 3 days. 11 homes reduced to rubble. I filed my lawsuit that evening, naming Karen, Greg, the HOA, and the corrupt officials. The courtroom was a circus. Karen sobbed, playing victim, claiming her kids needed those homes. Greg spun tales of progress. My lawyer, a grizzled ex-Marine named Tom, laid out the memo, the forgery, the greed. The judge, a no-nonsense rancher, leaned forward, his eyes hard. "Mr. Harlan, why destroy the homes first?" I stood, my voice steady. "Because they took my past, my future. Those walls weren't homes, they were lies." The room fell silent. Tom presented photos of my ranch before. Endless green. My late wife's garden, our son's tire swing. Karen's followers shifted uncomfortably. One, a young mom named Sarah, stood suddenly. "I didn't know," she said, voice shaking. "Karen said it was legal." "I'm sorry." Her defection cracked the HOA's unity. Another twist, a fracture in their armor, raw and human regret. The judge ruled in my favor. The HOA was mine again, plus $12 million in damages. Karen and Greg faced fraud charges. I thought I'd won, but the cost hit me that night, standing in alone on my scarred land. The grass was gone, churned to mud by bulldozers. My wife's garden, her roses planted after our son's death, was obliterated. I found one petal, crushed in the dirt. I'd reclaimed my property, but my home, my memories were dust. The victory was bitter, a hollow. Karen's followers scattered, their dream of Harmony Hills dead. Sarah visited once, offering to help restore my land. I nodded, but sent her away. I needed to heal alone. Clara, now unemployed for whistleblowing, became a friend. Her courage a quiet light in my dark. Rusty's crew planted new grass seed, but it'll take years to grow. I walk my ranch daily, haunted by what's lost, fueled by what's left to fight for. Was my justice right? I wrestle with it. I tore down their world as they did mine. But when greed steals what's sacred, what's fair? Share your thoughts. What's justice or wrong?